So the first set of information that we'll upload to DynamicBuild will be the parts catalog, which you can find over here. So I'll go to the Excel file that I've already pre-saved a lot of this information. You can find the parts list information inside of this Excel file. The first thing you'll notice is the Canadian solar parts list. There's a part number, description, and manufacturer for two different solar panels that we use. There's one for Mission Solar. And finally, for our combiner box, this is a box that essentially all the different solar panels connect to. We're using a solution from Midnight Solar. I have put down 4 different part numbers here. We'll be only using the first part number, but I've put the other 4 just as an example for you to see that you can upload all your different parts ahead of time and then use them within your projects as need be. So I will start off with taking the data from the Canadian solar PV and upload it to the platform first. So I'm back onto the dashboard inside of the Parts tab. I'll create my first catalog for Canadian Solar by pressing this Add button. This will bring up a new screen that you can save your information for this catalog. So this first one will be Canadian Solar PV panel. Revision I'll put as 2019. You guys can change that as need be. And for description, I will just put Canadian Solar PV panel and click Add. So as soon as it added the new catalog, you can see the information that I put in earlier. Now I can start putting parts against this catalog. So for the individual parts of this catalog, I can press this Add button over here, and I'll get a new row that I can put information to. So I'll go back to my Excel file. I'll copy this first part number, put it down here, and I'll repeat the same thing with the description and the manufacturer. Then I can either duplicate this row and modify it as I need it for the next part. So I'll do that. So you'll see just duplicated information from the first parts, but I can just modify them as I need to now. So I'll take my second part number, copy paste it here. Similarly for this description, I'll copy paste it there. So as I update the parts list, the information is automatically saved onto our platform. Once I'm done with adding the parts, I can go back to my parts catalog by either pressing the catalog home or pressing this parts tab button over here. So I'll press the catalog home, and this will take me back to my parts catalog page. And now you can see my first catalog that I put in for Canadian Solar. Anytime that I want to go and see what was inside of this catalog, I can just press on this individual tab, and it will take me back into the information around that catalog, and I can add new parts, delete parts, or update parts. So next I'll create another catalog for the Mission Solar projects. So Mission Solar has one, so okay. Name will be Mission Solar PV panel. A little typo there. Copy this information from the name and repeat it in the description. So again, once I created the catalog, I'll go automatically into that catalog information. This is the information that I saved earlier. I'll add a new parts. I'll go back to my Excel file to grab the part numbers for Mission Solar PV. So I'll start off with that. Put in my part number, copy the description, and the manufacturer. So now I can go back into my parts. I have 2 different catalogs. Finally, I'll make one for my Midnight Solar combiner box. So in this case, I left the description as empty. This is to show you guys that you can just add information as you need. The only thing that is required is the name for the individual parts catalog. I'll add a new parts. We'll go back to my Excel sheet to grab the information from the Midnight Solar combiner boxes. So the first one is NP3. Description is here. And same with the manufacturer. So I'll duplicate this. Now I know that there is a NPVM 6, and that's a 6 fuse. Duplicate that. The next one was 12 and 16. So repeat this for 12. 12. Duplicate this again. And then for 16. And we have another one for 16. So you guys saw easily how you can just take the information you may have in different Excel files or ERP and upload them to the DynamicBuild platform. So now that I have these 3 different catalogs, I can start referencing them within my own projects. Just to quickly show you some additional functionality, if I come back into this particular parts catalog, I can quickly just update the part number or change initial information. For example, I want to give it a particular height. That information is automatically saved. So I'll delete that back.